Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today I am doing a twin flame energy update. So we will just shuffle the cards a little and just see what the general energy is for the month of January coming up for 2023. It is a brand new year. Dave and I are back home from vacation. We spent a little bit of time in Sedona, a week there, and then in Vegas, and then we were home for about 48 hours. Then we decided to go ahead and we had the opportunity to go to Florida for Christmas, so we took that opportunity and we went. So it was quite a blessing, and now we are home. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Miss Vic. How are you doing today? We are just doing a general energy reading for Twin Flame. Happy New Year's to you. The cards that have come out so far are the new love card, which is, I feel, a new love, but that can also be just a new opportunity with someone. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And I know we are in a Mercury retrograde, started the 29th. So that can be someone from the past coming back. So some communication from the past. I feel also the further energy coming forward is the engagement card. So taking something to a new level, which the card says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Hi, Danny. How are you? So that is the first two cards that came out, and the bottom of the deck is this could be the one. So I feel like you know if that's your person. Deep in your heart, you know what the feeling is there. So you want to come on and just do a happy to see you too. I'm going to start being back regularly. We were on vacation. We did so much work and so much healing. Unbelievable amounts. It was very interesting. So I'm glad we're back. I'm glad to see all of you joining today. Oh, a better job, Danny, I hope. And have you been making any of the products from the bath bomb site? I made some shower steamers. We were home for less than 48 hours, but I made some shower steamers. I made some for Dave and some for my gonna-be son-in-law. And then the energy is up from the depths, releasing difficulty. So I feel like we're going to be stepping into new energy for this year. It's a 7-year with the 2023. So just know that, that's divinely guided. I'm just going to do a general energy update first. And then the bottom of the deck is the ancestor card, which is historical connections and purposes. I feel like such new energy. Like Dave and I have done an overwhelming amount of work on so many different things and levels, and really doing so many upgrades on our energy. It's been very interesting. We did this finish up. We went to Daytona Beach, which was, they've had a lot of destruction from the hurricane. The condos we stayed at, the pool and that area is no longer there. Well, one side of the pool deck is there, but so a lot of we got to see a lot of destruction. We walked on the beach a lot. We spread our love around. Dave and I have felt a lot of times that we are sent places to, share our energy and drop our energy signature there. We go up to Lake Michigan we feel like we're really drawn to that area by the Indiana Dunes. Anywhere there's a beach and water, it's very strong healing energy. And like we went to Sedona and we went to Vegas. But the beach one was like, I took my daughter, my granddaughter, and my son-in-law. We all went. That was my Christmas present. I wanted to. My Christmas wish was to build a sandcastle with, the ones I love. So Dave had put in a search through his work because he gets condos. So he didn't think it would work out. It was kind of funny that he was really resistant. He's like, it's never going to happen. But because my daughter really wanted to go to like right there. She's actually wanting to move to like a beach, really just like right north of Daytona Beach. So she wanted to go to that area. So we put the search in for there, and Dave did not think it was going to work out. But shockingly, after he opened it to the, anywhere in Florida, because we were going to have, blizzard here. So he put in for that search, and then he got a thing back from work at Daytona. So we literally had like less than 12 hours to decide if we wanted to take it, and we did. So we spent Christmas on the beach. It was 29 degrees. It was cold, but we were on the beach. So we got to see some, great sunrises. Finally, by the time we left, it was very nice weather. So anyone in Florida, I hope you're enjoying the nice weather. I wish it would have been warmer longer when we were there, but everything as it should. If it, like I told Dave, if it would have been nicer, we would have got out and done more. And we weren't supposed to do that. We were really meant to, drop our love on that beach in that area, and, in those places where there's new construction. There's so much renovation already going on. It's amazing how much is already happening in that area. Alex, I know you're from Louisiana, right? So you probably have occasionally some hurricane stuff, right? I feel like Louisiana gets hurricanes probably as much as Florida. So we are just going to see what the general energy is for the upcoming. I feel like this is for the month. So what is coming for January? The current energy is the Strength card. That is beautiful. And that is crossed by the 8 of Swords. So those are both 8. So just know that it is a time of really having the strength to overcome those thoughts that are really holding you back. Because truly that's what's holding. I mean, your thoughts are what really control everything. Dave and I have had the opportunity that we really mirror each other so much. And anyone in a twin flame relationship does, but like we are to the point of like, if we're in like a not happy, if Dave's not in the greatest vibe and we get him to smile, like earlier, he was not in the greatest vibration. And I got him this light that puts, the aurora lights and stars on the ceiling. And so I literally turned the light on, and literally it just brought a smile to his face. And that changed his whole mood, which in turn changed mine. He said, "Oh, you smiled." And then he said, "Oh, because I smiled." And realized that like we're such a reflection of each other's energy. So if you're unsure about where your energy is, look at where your partner is. So if mine's not great, I can look at Dave and see where my energy is. If my energy is really good, I can look at Dave and see where my energy is. And he can do clearly the same. That mirroring is like so true. We're to the point of it being shocking. The foundation is the 10 of Wands. Time to put down the burdens that are holding you back. I feel like that's definitely for sure. Like she's holding her one wand and she's got the other ones over her shoulder. Like it's not a problem. And I feel like all in the perspective of how you look at things. Dave and I have seen so many like things in perspective over this time. So when you're looking at something, you can always ask, and I have the Archangel Michael cards, ask Archangel Michael to help you see things from a neutral perspective. Because on any story, there's mine, yours, and then the truth, because everybody has a little bit of a skewed perspective towards themselves. So sometimes in a situation, if you're having some difficulty, try to see it from a different perspective, a neutral perspective, or somebody else's perspective. You know, that can really sometimes change the way you feel about things completely. Um, so much so that the immediate future is the Ten of Pentacles card. So you can really take it from that Ten of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles by just changing your focus and perspective on seeing things. So that is so beautiful. So just know that. The Headspace card is the Hermit card. I've noticed now we have 3 of 5 cards are they're in the yellow, so they are, solar plexus chakra, and I feel like we've definitely been going through a time of this. I mean, the last month, Dave and I have been on, he's got a thing in his chart where he does everything on fast forward. So when we do spiritual work with Dave, it's like fast, fast, fast forward. And that's why on the perspective, I ask for actually a neutral perspective versus the other person's, because then Celia Moore gives me her perspective. If I say, please show me a neutral perspective on this, which is source's perspective, because everybody always has their own interest at heart, but like everything can really, like, I'm so curious to see the next card. What's the recent past? The Two of Pentacles. In this card, she's got the door open and she's looking. She has to make the decision. Is she ready to walk through that door to the things she wants? Is she ready to open up to that creativity and take that next step? She's still standing there. The door's open. The ship is right there. Everything you want is at your feet. You just have to have the strength to decide you want to be happy. Dave and I have been playing this game the last couple of days. We say a word and we make him repeat it. And we started with this one and we'll try it. I'll say it and you just say it back to me. Happy, 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 happy. And that normally will raise the vibration a little. Another one we did this morning was joy. And we repeated joy and happiness and fun. And just saying those words, those simple one words, joy, joy. That can literally raise your like say it 10 times. See if that doesn't make you feel like your vibration's a little bit better. It's just an easy thing. Or she was having over the trip, Dave to bring his hand to his heart and to really like, I have a picture of him with my granddaughter when she woke up one day. She stayed with us and she had just woke up and she was laying on Dave on the balcony. And they were just cuddling. It was the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest thing. And like, so I told him, that's what I told him. I'm like, feel that time of, that cuddling with Macy, that love, bring your hand to your heart and feel the feeling of that. And that automatically raises his vibration. So those are some great tips and tricks. But the happy and the joy thing works well. Happy's one vibration. Joy's a little bit better. He actually had a problem saying delight. It was kind of funny. We had to really work that one in because Dave has an aspect in his chart where he doesn't really like to have fun or he has difficulty with fun. But we're working on it. So he's getting more fun every day. Because my words are powerful. The current environment is the Ace of Cups. So it is a time of filling your own cup up. So make sure you are doing that. Really, like we've really pulled our energy back and really filled our cup up and I was working on finding our own joy and happiness because once you have your own joy and happiness, it's easy to go into other environments and stay in that joy and happiness and be able to share it with others instead of, if you're not in a really happy, high vibration and you're in like a meh vibration and you go around other people, you're going to go right to their vibration to where if you're in this happy, I have filled my cup up vibration, they're going to have to come up to you. They're going to have to raise that vibration to be around you or they're not going to be able to be around you. And how other people see you, the Princess of Cups. In this card, she's like got her cup, but she looks to me a little bound up in this card. She doesn't look like she's, freely able to share that. And, sometimes with some people, it's hard to really open up and share, what you've been going through. Sometimes, there are many people that were in my life that would not understand my awakening journey and through all that I've been through. They just wouldn't. So sometimes you're a little bit hesitant, I feel, on what to share. So if you're having that little bit of hesitation, just take a deep breath and people will take it or they'll leave it. But try to be your most authentic self. I feel like that is the best way. I'm like, well, this is who I am. You know, you can like it or not. The best piece of advice I ever learned is don't care what other people think. Everybody else thinks what they think with their intention of what you can do for them versus um, you have to make yourself happy first. So make sure you're filling your own cup up and finding your own happiness, because as you find your own happiness, you'll also find your confidence to share that with others. Um, when somebody says, "What have you been doing?" Tell them what you've been doing. Meditation is my number one key. Somebody says, "What have you been doing?" Meditating. Having fun being at the beach. That was really fun. The Hopes and Fears card, the Four of Wands, that is the Twin Flame card. I know everybody has that, that's your hope and your fear. Your hope is to come into union, and that is also the fear. But it doesn't have to be the fear because, the twin flame relationship is like every other relationship in your life. It has to take daily work for, to build and prosper. Like Dave and I work more on our relationship now than I've ever had to work on any other relationship. It's a daily basis on the healing stuff. Like I said, Dave has a thing in his chart where we do everything in extra fast forward. So, and we're doing that so we can learn to share it with everyone else. So, um, just know that is coming. That the union is right there. We did get the new love, and like I said, that can be that person coming back around. We are in Mercury retrograde. It did just start on the 29th, so beware of any of your communication. And the outcome card is the Two of Cups. That is that union card coming together. So we have the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Strength card. So I feel like it's really about changing your perspective on your relationship with that person. Are you thinking, are they a burden or is it a blessing? It's kind of, all literally in the perspective of things. The underlying energy is the Five of Wands. In this Five of Wands, I don't feel like it's an aggressive Five of Wands. I feel like in this Five of Wands, it's other people wanting to help and support you. So just know there is help and support all around you. Then we get the Death card, the Emperor card, and the Lovers card with the Six of Swords. So moving into a better direction. And I feel like your ancestor I'm really called to the Ancestor card. And the Elemental. So make sure you're spending time outdoors. But I feel like, as you go for a walk and ask your ancestors for guidance, on healing patterns. Dave and I are working on, he's been really working on things and like the change with the communication. His family's not always had a lot of communication. And over this last part of the vacation, that has totally changed, just like unbelievably. Like, has really he was really shocked at the communication. So just know by when you change a pattern, that ripples through your entire bloodline. Like he had a communication with his mom, with his sister, with his son. Like something really like some really in deep stuff that his family doesn't always talk about. So so by healing stuff for you, you heal it also for your ancestors, for your your future family. One of my main goals when I started my journey was I wanted to heal stuff for Macy. I didn't want her to have to go through a lot of the stuff we went through. And Dave's doing that, and he's literally able to see that with the communication with his son was like so happy. we are going to get some cards on what action needs to be taken to get to this 10 of Pentacles. So we're asking what action needs to be taken to get to this 10 of Pentacles. Alex, over the holidays, did you talk to your twin flame? So he's like, let's have a conversation with Alex. So let's have some talk, Alex. The cards that came out on how to get to that 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, lack. But then we get the World card and we get the Justice card. So by bringing things in balance, it is an opportunity for a brand new cycle. I feel like you're going to, Alex, I feel like you're going to get that opportunity very soon. I feel like we're in Mercury retrograde. I feel like it's going to come back around. I feel like so much of things are about lack. Like Dave has realized so much about how he has someone in his life that's in a very lackful mindset sometimes. And when he goes around that person, it just creates that vibration for everyone that goes around that person. So we're working on, Dave having boundaries and having his energy up. So then that person has to come to his energy. So I feel like it's really about setting those boundaries, finding the balance. And I feel like it's being divinely guided for this to happen at this time. Lack mindset, we don't even realize how much that influences our life in so many ways. So many things. So, and the Emperor on the bottom there again. So I feel like it's really dealing with the lack mindset. Are you thinking about the lack of that person, or are you thinking about the love you have for that person? If you literally just sit and focus on the love that you have, like literally sit and just like really connect to that loving feeling of like the best time you've ever had with that person and the exhilarated feeling of it, and can literally take time to like put words and emotions to it, can really really focus on that love. Like the more you focus on the love, that other person can feel it. And the more you focus on that person's not here, that sends negative energy to that person. Yes. Yeah, the love, it's like if you're thinking of this person's not here, then honestly, that's so lackful to know that in the 5D, if you are a twin flame, you are connected. End of story. You are always connected, and you feeling like you're not connected makes you not be connected, because it's an opportunity for a brand new beginning. With this new year, it is a 7. That is a divinely guided number. That's, the Chariot number. That is forward movement. And I feel like it's forward movement in the twin flame. And just think when you're with that person always that, you are leaving your energy signature of your love together wherever you are together. When David and I are somewhere together, we always make sure we do a lot of holding hands and kissing, but we make sure we leave our energy signature of a little loving blip of our energy there. We had the hurricane, and then we kind of had a blizzard we outran. So I kind of like to be on the edge, on the fringe of things, just to stay out of the chaos. And I kind of like it quiet. So honestly, it's terrible that there was a hurricane there, and it was terrible there was a blizzard there. But it allowed us to have a lot of peace and quiet on that first couple of days there. So it was, by the time we left, our condo place was full. But when we got there, there was maybe 7 other people. But I feel like there's going to be a message coming forward, because we get that page. And I feel like that's, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, for sure, in that retrograde time, that's a time when a lot of people, I feel come back, because there's unfinished business. So, she says there's one more message. So we're just going to see what her other message is. We get the Knight of Cups. So I feel like it's going to come forward with an offer of a new beginning, of what you wanted. Really, sit and think about how you want it. Me and Dave did that, a little bit on the drive. I was like, okay, on this conversation you're going to have, how would you like it to end? What would you like the outcome to be? How would you like it? And like really pre-paving it to be that. And honestly, what happened? It turned out exactly like he wanted. Everybody told him they want him to be happy. They love him and they want him to be happy. So literally, like, try that, really like prepave. What would if you got them to come back and say, da 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 da, what would you have them say to you? You get the choice, because they're going to come back with that offer. I mean, you get the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, we get the Lovers again, we get the Three of Cups. For me, that is like me and Dave and Celia working together. And a lot of times with that Three of Cups, for me, I feel like that's a win-win-win situation. How would you feel it? What would it be like for it to work out? What would it be like to come into union? What would it be like? Sometimes we are so guarded, because we're scared of what would it be like. Dave was afraid to have some conversations with his family. You know why? Because he was scared of what they might say, so he put those boundaries up. And then, you know what? When he decided to really face his fear and walk away or towards it and just said, da 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 da, how do you feel? You know what happened? They came back. And now they have a brand new opportunity for a brand new beginning to communicate on a new level, because Dave has worked on his communication so much, it's changed it in his family lineage. So, and everything I tell him happens so we can use it as a reference. So it's about giving you some truth and clarity, to know that Eight of Swords is just being self-imposed. Know that if this is your person, they are with you in the 5D, and they are going to be with you in the 3D, and be able to transition with you into that 5D by you having trust and faith. And sometimes we aren't with another person because we are meant to, have a season of growth, and you're not going to have that season sometimes of growth when you're with that person. Sometimes you have to learn some lessons and go through some things and resolve some things to get to that point, of self-love. Like, you self-love. So he's like self-love. So she's like self-love still. So be prepared for contact probably in the next couple of weeks if you're in no contact. If you're in contact, I feel like it's a time of going to that next level with that engagement card there. Because I feel like it's been a time of transformation, especially if you've been in separation. I feel like such transformation has been at hand, because it's been a time to learn your self-worth. And it's going to really show by if that person comes back, and what things happen is, do you know your self-worth? Do you know your value? So, and that self-worth is all about the self-love. We feel like, oh, I love myself, but you know what happens the first time, you do something and you say, oh, I'm so dumb. That's so self-deprecating. And it's actually just a shame. Or if you're cooking something and it's not absolutely perfect, how much do you beat yourself up? Or if you look in the mirror and you don't like something, how much do you beat yourself up? On a daily basis. I mean, not even realizing all of those little things add up. So, yeah. all of those little things add up. We're going to get a card from the Archangel Michael deck. I think Celia has another message, so we're going to. She was very anxious to get back on. Dave's out doing hot tub maintenance, so we were just. So you said twin flame energy update. So we are seeing what messages need to come out. Okay. And I'm going to ironically put my glasses on for the card that says regain your focus. So how ironic. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So I feel like it's a message of saying make sure you're being grounded, spending time outside, and are you focusing on your ultimate goal? I had intentionally planned to do videos every day of our trip, but Celia and Source had different ideas for Dave and I. They wanted us to, they wanted us to work on us. And the energy underneath is step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. And I feel like that is a message for everyone. Anything that you've been working on healing, you need to share your wisdom. When somebody asks, there's this change in you, what's going on, tell them what you've been doing. You would be surprised at how many people would be open, to that. I was a physical therapy assistant, and when I would talk about doing, Reiki, so many of my patients were very interested in that. So I feel like it's really time to focus. So meditation's key. Archangel Metatron is, and Archangel Michael are both very tied to the twin flame energy. And I feel like this card reminds me of the Kundalini. So if anyone hasn't had a Kundalini activation, that could be very much coming, which is when your energy travels, up and down through your chakras. It is a very delightful sensation. Can be very powerful though. So just know that, yeah, you're definitely being activated. Like, I know I've had so many activations recently. Me and Dave had a huge one yesterday and had to literally go take a nap. So if you feel like you're getting a lot of stuff, just by looking at both cards, just know if you need to take a break, take a break. Sometimes it's good to step back and refocus. Okay, other messages that need to go with this message. Clarification on regain your focus. She's being simple on this one. Oh, the Knight of Wands. Make sure you are having fun. Sometimes that Knight of Wands energy is very in and out. But when you're being in and out, make sure you're shining your light, being in and out. Yes. And, make sure, be grounded, balanced, spending time by the water is always good. Taking a bath is super good. Like I was saying, I made some shower steamers. So then I just spend a little bit longer in the shower. It's aromatherapy in the shower. Danny, you ought to make some of those. If you do, that menthol level is a little high for me, so I would do a little less, but because I'm going to make Dave and me a new batch, but it's some bath bombs. So do things that you're creatively happy. The things that make you happy. Apparently, that's why we're talking about my bath bombs, because I enjoy that. That brings out my creative side. So make sure that you're really doing, a little bit of, interjecting fun in your life, little bouts of fun. Sometimes you need a fun break. Me and Dave was, doing that game earlier. The fun, happy, So, yeah, make sure you're using your creative outlets. That Queen of Cups wanted to come out. I guess she didn't want me to put her back in there. Because she is back on the table with the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like that is saying through your meditation, you can really move things forward. Those are both sevens. This is a 7-year. So really focus on being balanced and grounded and happy in your life. Think happy thoughts of that other person. The more love and joy you can send to them, the more they're going to feel that. Sometimes people are going through really tough things that we don't even ever know. Nobody would have ever probably thought my dark night of the soul was as hard and rough as it was, but it was pretty hard. And that whole purpose was for me to be able to understand and feel like now when I see somebody else, I can literally, would be an empathic, I can feel their I'm like, oh, they're going through the dark night of the soul. That's where they're having a hard time. I can feel it, because everything that happens is for a reference point. So I feel like it's time to really sit and focus. What would it be like if you were with that person? How would you like your day-to-day to be? I'll just say it's really nice. Dave and I, we get up, we make coffee and have breakfast together. Some days he goes off to work. Some days he works from home. But we always make sure we have that little bit of morning time together. So sometimes we hot tub, sometimes he plays bowls. I mean, we do different things. For a while we were doing yoga, just different things. So, you have to sit and take the time of thinking, what would it be like if, and really where your focus goes, everything flows from that. So literally sit and think, what would it be like if, how would you like to wake up with that person? Are you a coffee person? Like Dave makes me the best coffee in the morning when he's in alignment. When he's not in alignment, it's not the best coffee. But he normally makes it with so much love that it's just really, we have that something we both really love together. So just take time and, even thinking of those simple little things, those interactions. No, he makes me coffee. He does little latte art on it. He always puts a little heart or something on it. He always, tries to show me his love. As I do things for him, I cook him breakfast just the way he likes it. And he comes in and it's, he does coffee. I do breakfast. So it works well. What would it be like if you're with that person? How would you feel? What would it be like? So he's like, what would it be like? 10 of Cups. What would it be like if you were on that rainbow with that person? How would it feel? So she's saying really, it's time to really pay attention to your focus. You might think saying the word happy 20 times isn't going to make any difference in your vibration, but we challenge you to try it. It is for Dave as well, Eliza. For the longest time, he would say, I'm a rainbow. So we would always see rainbows and he would just have that energy. And then we talked about recently that, when did he stop being the rainbow? So he's working on getting back to the rainbow. So, but just feeling that light and that love energy. So we're going to do another message from these cards. I feel like clearly they want to do another message. So we're not taking 5 cards. But we'll do one more and then we will do we'll pull a few cards. She said we'll pull some romance angels. Guidance for the week. And the card that came out is an 11 card, ironically, and we have 11 likes. So I would like to ask anybody that hasn't liked to please like, but this 11 card is embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Is that not exactly what we just were talking about? You know, what would it be like if you can really get in that heart space of happiness, love, and joy, and you can truly, truly, truly bring that person or that relationship in to the next level, like by just really focusing on like being in the happiest, highest vibration. Like Dave has been in the higher vibration, like than he's ever been in. So he's really enjoying it lately. We've been really working on that vibration. So he's kind of resistant to meditating sometimes. But since we've been back in less than 48 hours, he's played the bowls for me twice. So it's been very nice. So I hope everyone is doing well. Danny, can we get a card for you to start with? And thank you for moderating and helping. Happy New Year's, the princess. Do you have a specific question about your twin flame, Danny? Aw. Oh. Danny, why aren't you ready for a commitment? Oh, yeah. You know how you want me to tell you something, Danny? You would not believe the work you're supposed to do with him. As soon as you say, as soon as you tell the universe you're ready, like it's going to happen so quick. All you have to do is be ready. It's going to be so amazing. I just got to feel it all. Like, it's going to be so good, Danny. So good. Oh, yeah. Okay, Danny, here's one for you. Deep down, I truly love myself. We say it. We make Dave say it. Rhonda will get you next. Yeah, but Danny, yeah, he's like always, yeah, deep down, I truly love myself. Like, that's like your self-love. You have to give yourself permission to love yourself. Like, and really pay attention to the words you're saying to yourself. Because as you love yourself, like when Dave is beating up on himself, you want to know what it does to me? It makes me feel like shit. Honestly, like if he's like, he'll be that way. Like if I'm feeling really good and then all of a sudden I go to like not feeling super good, I go find him and I'm like, what the hell's going on now? I'm like, literally, I'm like, hold on. Or if something happens and then I get a moment away from him, I'm like, aha, okay, hold on. What happened? What caused this vibrational change? Like, so just know when you're having those energy things, your other person can literally feel it. Yes, like literally, like what Dave feels about himself. He's outside working on the hot tub, filling it up. We had to refill it. What he feels like, it literally instantly I energetically feel it. Like so, yeah. When he's feeling real love for himself, like I can feel it. And I feel much happier when he's feeling love for himself. So just know that you're definitely a mirror. So honestly, the happier you can be, the happier it projects on them. They're the same way. They get to feel your energy too. So be in that space of love and really projecting happiness and love and like literally Danny, have you had that conversation with him? That you're getting ready to get ready, as Esther says. Danny, you get the new love card again. I feel like you really stirred something with him. Yes, but I feel like when you seen him really stirred something like, woo! And then we get the retreat card. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I feel like that's maybe what he did. He had that and then he like got scared. Because how you feel about him, he feels about you, and he's maybe just not used to feeling that way. So she said there's more. Reconciliation. Oh, yeah. But he's going to come back. He's going to come back. He just got scared. Here's a good one, Danny. Fill in your heart space and feel your love for him. And then say, I am safe and secure. And that projects that to him too. So he feels safe and secure. He's just... And then stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah, but I feel like that reconciliation is going to come. Yeah, I feel like he is. It's, and then that heart-to-heart conversation's on the bottom of the deck. So, but like really like project that he's safe and secure. Yeah. And be happy. She's like happy, 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 happy. Say happy. Keep saying happy, say joy. Like she's like, put it like write post-it notes and post them everywhere. Happy, joy, fun. Like she's like, be in all of that energy, the happy, the joy, the fun. And yeah, deep down, I truly love myself. Because Danny, she's like overflowing the love to you, like happy, happy. Yeah. Yeah. Super happy. Rhonda, so when the cards tell me that Rex feels good, things. I'll say this. When I met Dave, Dave had a piece of paper that had emotions on it because he wasn't taught to feel his emotions. Like, so we are going through it and he's getting to feel like all the emotions, like we get to feel it. So like we've literally just taken it to happy and not happy. And he's decided he wants to be happy. So, and Rhonda, a lot of people, and I know for me, I had to be on my own to figure things out before, you know, I found Dave. And then you get the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And you get to stay optimistic about your love life card, Rhonda. So I feel like it's about you literally. If you were with Rex, your focus would not be on some of the genius ideas that you're getting right now. Hey, texting's a good start. Sending him love, like that's going to be like the manifesting energy right now. We're getting ready to have a full moon. Like the manifesting energy is crazy right now. Like you can literally manifest everything. Be in that heart and like say that happy, 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 joy, 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 joy. You know, you might think it's crazy just to keep repeating that one word over again, but try it. I challenge anybody to say joy 20, 30, 50 times and see if it doesn't make you feel better. I bet before you get to 10, you feel better, at least somewhat. And it keeps going up from there. Eventually till you get a smile and you're happy. So you're saying really focus on you, Rhonda, like pull your energy back and really just focus on you. Like he's in like dark night of the soul. Like she's like dark night of the soul. Like he is going through it. And sometimes when you're going through it, you don't even think that anybody can help. I feel like feel the love, feel like she's like being the love. Like the more in the happy, like pure, unadulterated, just happy, joyful love that you feel for him, and just talk about it. Like get your phone out and record yourself talking about the love and joy and happiness you have for him. Like you're talking to, your best friend or just talk about all the details of the best things you would like. But tell that story, Rhonda. What would it be like? Me and Dave literally did it. We did some pre-paving when thought he was going to have some kind of conflict. And I'm like, how would you like it to be? Tell me the conversation. How would you like the conversation to end? What would you like to end the conversation on? And it was, I love you and I want you to be happy. And Rhonda, the next cards that come out are the You Deserve Love card. Yes, you are lovable. And the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. So I feel like you just have to, and then healing family issues. I feel like as he's working on things, he's got a lot of family karma. Yeah, he's got like a ton of family karma. I see. We got the marriage card. Yeah, he's got like, how like the card has the 10 of wands up here? As far as karma goes, I feel like he's got 10 wands here and he's got 10 wands here. He's like got a lot of family karma. So he is going to have to just take some time. Yeah. He's got like a ton of family karma he's got to work on. And hopefully some other people in his family are working on that shit too. But Celia's like 10 here and 10 here. Like he's carrying like a lot. So, but truly the more you can focus on you being happy, like you're going to reflect that back from him. I know it doesn't seem like it, but hey, Rhonda, would you like that to be your last name? So he says, would you like that to be your last name? She's like, oh, we're going to wait. We feel like we know this answer. And we'll get you, Princess, and then we'll get Alex. Mira, we're just doing twin flame readings right now. No problem, Mira. Don't worry about it. Rhonda, she said practice writing it. Practice writing it. Practice saying it. Practice being in the vibration of it. Yeah. Practice saying it. She's like, practice saying it. Say it. Yeah, she's like, so. Yeah, say it. See, it's because it's such a different vibration that you don't believe you can have it. You need to get where it rolls off your tongue like it's literally second nature. Like, just, yes, this is who you are. Because, Rhonda, you know you're there with him in that 5D. You know. You know. Celia's like, you know. Yeah. She wants you to practice. She's like, practice writing it, practice saying it. Yeah. She's like, practice it. Yeah. She said, you know. So, okay. Alex, are you still here? Can we get you? And then we'll get Princess. Yeah. She gets on a message and yeah. But yeah, Rhonda, she's like, yeah, you know. Alex, did you have a specific question or just general energy? And Dave recorded a bunch of stuff about and wrote down stuff for the second Chiron class. He's going to have to share it with me because I was channeling Celia when he was doing notes. So I have no idea of any of it yet. But we did have a long conversation about it, and I know he did notes and maybe recorded some stuff. So we are having Chiron part 2. The Princess, what advice does Spirit have for me regarding Justin and I? You get the past life relationship card. You have known each other before, clearly. And then make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So trust and faith and just really be in your heart space of love and happiness. And honestly, the happier you are, that he's going to feel like that so much. Like when Dave is happy, like literally, if I see him smile, it like changes my whole energy. So the happier and more heart-centered you are, like Dave can look at me when I'm sitting there staring at him when we're driving and I'm projecting love at him, and he can feel that. And he can feel that if I'm with him or I'm not with him. And the same is going to go for Justin. So the more that you can really feel that love and trust and know that, you know, this is the one. So focus on the love and work on your mission. Focus on the love and work on your mission and be happy. Happy. She's like happy, happy, happy again. Happy. Be happy. The happier you can be, the happier he can be. We are glad we can be of service. Celia's really happy to be back. She couldn't wait for me to be on today. We were going to come on this morning, but things didn't work out. So here we are now. So Alex, did you have a question or general? She says, look and see. We don't see. So, General, please. Know your self-worth, Alex. How about that one, Celia says? Deep down, you truly love yourself. Yeah. She says, love yourself. And you get the Make the Effort card, which is great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And you get the Calling in Your Soulmate card. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. And then we get Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I would say he's probably going through the dark night of the soul, and he's probably not feeling the most self-love for himself right now. Because if he was feeling the self-love for himself right now, he would be making contact with you because that makes him happy. Just like it makes you happy. And with you not seeing him, you feel in lack of him, and it makes you feel unworthy. Oh, we don't like that. Alex, you're so worthy. Okay, here, Celia gave me this reference for you. Alex, you're the bomb.com. She's not going to stop till I literally say it, so I'm going to say it. She says, you so don't know your worth. The bomb, she says. She's not going to stop till we stop. Definitely. She's feeling it. The more you fill your cup up and fill your self-love, the more you're going to be irresistible. You are very welcome. She's like, love you. You got to love you. We love you. She's like, you're the bomb. She is not going to stop with that. So she's really happy to tell you you're the bomb, Alex. Maxine, absolutely will get, yeah. Because Alex, you want to know, Celia is my connection to source. Like, you know, she's like my connection to source. Like, so like she's saying you're the bomb. So you got to be pretty good. just saying. She's like, really, like, I'm hearing like fireworks in my head. She's like, apparently she thinks you're the shit or something. I don't know. It's very expressive in my head of all the love. She's like, yeah, she's like not stopping about you're the bomb. So she's like, you are. So I don't know. But apparently now she's going to let me go on. So now that you know. But she's like, and the more you feel like you're the bomb, the more he's going to think you're the bomb too. And maybe he just doesn't feel worthy of you. I know that may surprise you, but he maybe doesn't feel worthy of you. And as you work on your self-love, it's going to help him feel more self-love. Okay, Maxine, we're going to get a card for you on your twin flame connection. We get the Release Your Ex and the Calling in Your Soulmate card. Maxine, are you holding on to some negative energy from your past person? I feel like for them to come back around, if it's somebody you want to come back around, there's some energy you have to release. If you want a new person to come around, you still have to release that energy from that old person because we get healing family issues. You're very welcome, Alex. I will be back on in the morning doing regular coffee and cards, so hope to see you then. But Maxine, I feel like there's something you're holding on to you got to let go of. Something that somebody did. Just know what they did was to trigger a feeling and a response from you. And through whatever they did, if you look at the pattern, and think about when you've had those feelings before. It's like a super important key if you could find the key through that. Maria, my love person's feelings about me. Maria, we get the healing family issues card, which has seemed to come out a lot, and the finances and career card, which is financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And the bottom of the deck is the love yourself first card, but then this wedding card wanted to pop out over the top. So I feel like your self-love can be a factor in that, and I feel like that may be some of the issues you need to heal. Your self-worth. Self-worth. Healing your self-worth. You are very welcome, Maxine. But Celia's like, look at the pattern. She's like really specific on look at that pattern. Because you can probably trace that back through several people throughout your life. And the key is to trace it back to when that pattern began. Miss Vic, reconciliation between you and A in 2023. Miss Vic, the card we get for you is the finances and careers card. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we get the heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. And she said there's another card. So the honeymoon card and religious factors. So it's about your spiritual path. I feel like your spiritual path is... Do you make money off of doing something from your spiritual path? Like how I'm doing tarot, and we do Reiki and different things. Are you doing anything to make money as part of your spiritual path? And there's that heart-to-heart conversation card again. So that's the only card she's oh, holistic haircuts. Awesome. It's still those two cards. That's the bottom of the deck and the heart-to-heart card. So I feel like you need to have a good conversation with him and ask him. Be blunt. Ask him. She said you are blunt. She said you can just... She said ask. Ask what they want. And do you want a reconciliation? What would it be like if it worked out? Is that what you really want? Oh, you blocked you. Energetically, you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with him, Miss Vic. You can bring your hands to your heart and you can close your eyes and call in your higher self and call in his higher self. say you would like to speak to his higher self and literally have a conversation with his higher self. You ask a question or say a comment, and then you have to listen in silence and listen for the response. You're going to feel it in your heart to know your answers. But you can literally call it in and ask your higher self, say, I would like to have a conversation with Dave, like with Dave. I say, I would like to have a conversation with Dave's higher self. So do you want to know, is he with somebody else, or do you know for sure he's with somebody else? Because sometimes people don't think they deserve something, and the cards that came out are the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like once you get your financial stability and step really into your manifesting power of what you can manifest, because the Empress is pretty strong energy. That's the only major here. And that, this person is very able to take care of herself, and this person is also very connected. The Three of Pentacles is a contract card, which is a lot of, like, for this, I feel like this a lot of times is me and Dave and Celia. This is our contract to work together, and you have contracts with many people. So I feel like if this is something you want, I don't feel like this is saying he's with somebody else. I feel like this is saying you have the opportunity to bring this right back around. The Six of Cups is someone from the past coming back, and that Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. I wasn't even pulling tarot for anybody, but so Miss Big, that was a special one for you. I don't feel like his heart is with that other person. I feel like it's time for you have to step into your power. And it's the universe is going to block anything until it feels like you have done, like, until like when I met Dave, I was saying I had surrendered, I took off. I was a physical therapy assistant. I was an energy healer. I had just decided, fine, I'm going to step into my mission. And I feel like the more you wholeheartedly step into and focus on your mission, the right thing is going to just fall right into place. But I feel like it's saying the time isn't right for that. But have a conversation with him. Say, is this something you want in the future? Or is this something I need to let go of? Have that, unblock him. Start with that. You blocked each other. Here, you want to know the easiest thing for you to do? Unblock him. I bet if you unblock him within a week, you have some kind of contact. How about that? So if you really want conversation with this person, unblock them. It's hard to communicate when you have somebody blocked, especially if it's somebody you want to communicate with. She's like, why are you going to block somebody you want to talk to? That makes no sense. She's like, I'm blocking. See what happens. Is that something you can get past? Because how he treated you is a representation of how you treat yourself. We teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. So if you don't treat yourself with self-love, he's not going to treat you with self-love. I know it kind of sucks, but that's kind of how it works. Yeah. She said you have to decide if that's something you can live with. If you put a boundary up and he crossed it, do you really want him back? Is that really something you want to work on? Like with my person, I did that, and I'll tell you, Miss Vic, I did that, and you know what? I let that person go. You know what? Because I felt like they disrespected me. And you know what happened? It was a catalyst. I didn't even know. I put it off. I was like, fine, I'm done. I deserve better. And that's what I said to myself. I deserve better. And you do too. So if you put up a boundary for self-love and that person left, say bye. Adios. I deserve better. Because you do. Because you know what happened after that? Then when somebody came back, you know what I said? I'm dating for marriage. And you know what? The next person I dated was Dave. So literally your intentions are strong. You are inviting back somebody that you know has disrespected your boundaries. So if you want communication with him, unblock him. He will come back. He will probably also disrespect you again. Because squishy face. So he's like squishy face. She's like, you deserve better. If you want somebody better, say that. I am dating for marriage. And literally the universe will listen and bring you the right person. But you have to be willing to, yeah, you deserve better. That's how that shit was for me. You know what? You deserve so much better. Literally, throw it out there. Tell him. If he comes back, you know what? Unblock him. And you know what happens when he comes back and says, hey, give me another chance? You know what you say? I'm dating for marriage. Is that what you're looking for? If not, he's going to run the other freaking way. Honestly. Don't. People treat you how you allow them to treat you. Honestly, it sucks, but that's truly how it all works. Like, yeah, but if you would like him to come back, all you have to do is unblock him. Sometimes that twin flame energy is catalyst energy too. And sometimes you have to be willing to walk away, and that can change everything. You have to put up the resistance of, okay, some people are not with their twin flames. There are different kinds of twin flames. Some people are in union. I'm in union with Dave. But literally, I had a catalyst first. And you know what I had to say? I'm dating for marriage and decide. I wasn't tolerating being disrespected anymore because that's what was happening. And I didn't deserve that. And you don't deserve it. So put the boundary up. And then if he comes back, literally, she said, unblock him. And when he comes back, tell him you're dating for marriage and see what he does. Give him the opportunity to either step up or tell him to step off. Because you deserve better. But if you put your intention out there and say, I'm dating for marriage, he is going to feel that different in your vibration. Like when that person came back for me and I said that, crickets. Since then, that person has messaged me several other times. So you know what they get from me? Crickets. I have nothing to say. I'm done with that situation. And I have blocked him, I thought, on everything possible, but somehow. So just know. But she's like, unblock him. Give him the opportunity, but tell him your boundary. I'm dating for marriage if that's what you're wanting. Or I'm dating for a serious commitment. Be blunt. Tell him what you want and give him the opportunity to make the choice if that's what he wants to do or not. But she says if you just openly say, come on back after you know he's disrespected your boundary, that's setting yourself back up for failure. She said, how's your self-love? Self-love. Deep down, I truly love myself. Oh, he does really love you. He just doesn't. He's not had good examples. Ooh. Yeah. He's had bad examples. Yeah. How's his, do you know his parents? Have you met his parents? How is his father? Something about So you're saying something about his influences, like, and what he's been taught. Oh, yeah. People learn from the people in their lives. Like, you learn how to love based on what you see. You learn what, by the experiences in your life, you learn. And well, okay. So he says, here's a reference. Dave was talking about, we were talking when we were driving, so you give just references randomly about like those, we were kids, they were called Indian burns, where you take your hands and you hurt somebody else. Or, because something happened and I said something about flicking Dave's ear. I'm like, why do I have the urge to flick your ear? And he's like, oh, because that's what I used to do to my sister and do Indian burns. And I said, why would you do that? And then he was saying, well, he did it with his friends too. Oh, that's something you do with the people you love. And I'm like, I don't want you to hurt me. Don't do it to me. So as a child, that was programmed into him that it was okay to do that to people you love. So in a way, it programmed him to that people who love him will hurt him, which is kind of not a good thing. So we're working on that. So just, you wouldn't even believe like the random things that we come up with that Dave has so many beliefs about. And that means everybody as well has beliefs about things that do not serve them. And I feel like it's the examples of love in his life maybe are because, you learn what you see. She says, we're going to get another card for you, Miss Bick. She's like, hold on. But she said unblock him if you want him to. He'll make contact if you unblock him. Yeah, she says if you want contact, you can do that. But then, know your worth. Know your worth. She's like, know your worth. And I think I am going to switch cards. She said, we're going back to Oracle. She's like, we were doing something else. And Love Mirror, we're just doing twin flame readings. Is all we were doing. And I think I'm going to take a break. I may be back in a little bit. But yeah, she says unblock and watch. He'll contact you. But is that what you want? Yeah. Is that what you want? So I will probably be back later to do another reading. If not, I'll be back on in the morning. We are going to take a little break now. So I hope everyone is having a great day, and we'll be back on tomorrow probably. Bye.